I'm King Ross, you're my loyal subjects, and welcome to the last WTF moments. For 2 weeks, yes, I'm going on holiday, nobody's replacing me, I don't want any of that shit to happen again, so no WTF moments for 2 weeks. Anyway, here are all the WTF moments from WWE SmackDown Live. And we kick things off with this. And second up, we have Tom Phillips face f***ing the shit out of another line on commentary when he said the following. He says, remember last week, Kevin Owens tried to pull the exact same stunt, made himself the official in the middle of a match, which Kevin Owens allowed to happen, and Shane McMahon threw that match out the window. Well, of course Kevin Owens allowed it to happen, because Kevin Owens intentionally made himself the referee. Tom, you face f***ing dirty bastard. I think somebody was meant to say Shane McMahon where they said Kevin Owens, but of course we can't blame Tom Phillips for having Kevin Owens on the brain, considering Kevin Owens in pink panties is f***ing burned on everyone's brain after that sign at the start of the show. Oh no. Tell me, lads, how are we supposed to cheer Shane McMahon here when he is so completely wrong? He has screwed Kevin Owens out of many United States Championship matches. He did force Baron Corbin to bugger off and abandon that match some time ago. It's very much clear that his dad never gave him enough attention, which has forced him in later life to do some silly things. And KO mentioning Shane McMahon's kids cannot be an issue for Shane McMahon when Shane McMahon forces his kids in front of our eyes at any given opportunity he has. WrestleMania 32. You're just about to go inside Hell in a Cell with the f***ing Undertaker, and you caught your kids out there dancing like you're on the f***ing fun bus on CBeebies. Off, Shane, you hypocritical bastard. And as a more recent example, since then they were at ringside in matching referee shirts at bloody SummerSlam. You love people talking about your kids, Shane, but more importantly, Shane, you f***ing fapped to the thought of people talking about you. You have made SmackDown Live the Shane McMahon show, and nobody gives a shit about you like that, Shane. You Steph McMahon, Lady Bull wanting to gobble on, bitch. Norris there, of course, the stirring bastard who runs the corner shop on Coronation Street when he's not commentating live on WWE shows, defending Shane McMahon because Kevin Owens said some nasty things. What's you talking about, Norris? Kevin Owens saying a couple of nasty things does not justify Shane McMahon committing GBH or aggravated assault on one of his employees, does it? I've been in court many times for biting bastards' nose off. Let me tell you, the provocation is not justification. Corey, you beautiful, well-dressed staring hipster man, you. A WCPW sign with my name on. I don't know why. I don't work for WCPW. I work for What Culture WWE. There's a massive difference. Carmella this time picking and choosing her moments to use the term charity case live on WWE. September, of course, is the month where WWE are promoting Connor's Cure, the Connor the Crusher charity, and America as a whole, or the world as a whole, are feeling very charitable after Hurricane Harvey and all that malarkey. Give here, give here. I tell you what, though, this is a wider issue because I feel sorry for James Ellsworth. Whenever he's on screen, he's having a promo cut on his ass about his lack of chins. And no, don't make the jokes that I stole his chin, because I have several. Be different, WWE say. Embrace everybody. Don't be a bully, be a star. Unless James Ellsworth is on television, the poor little bastard. Dolph Ziggler this time, in the midst of stealing every gimmick under the sun, he clearly forgot to overtly point out he stole another one.
To the family of my cameraman, Kenny, I am so sorry. This was...
I do not get Dolph Ziggler. He points out the key to getting over and the key to success in WWE is having a fire gimmick, yet just walks out there without a fire gimmick. What the f*** does he expect to happen? And then he bemoans the fans for sitting on their hands and not applauding him, despite the fact he's pointing out the reasons why they don't applaud him in the first place. Why doesn't he just get a gimmick? And then he went on to claim that no superstar in the history of WWE can do what he can do inside a WWE ring, even though he loses all the bastard time. Those words are empty than your lives in the next 2 weeks when I won't be there to fill the painful little void in your little basement. I know he's supposed to be a bit of a psycho, but how can he complain it's always been the same? Hulk Hogan didn't get over because he was putting on 5-star f***ing matches, did he? Shit Great worker, great gimmick, and he worked the system, brother. Ziggler's not coming over as the badass psycho, speaking for the voiceless shtick he's trying to come across as. He's coming across as a f***ing numpty. Just do what you have to do to get over, pal. Stop moaning and stop those long, uncomfortable and confusing segments. Why would the Usos basically book themselves into a bloody handicap match against the New Day when they could have, for example, booked themselves into an Uso penitentiary match, locked 2 of the 3 members in, but more importantly, locked the 3rd member out, and made it an even playing field. The only way it will make sense is if WWE have the people who were backing up the Usos in that rap battle appear out of nowhere in this Sin City street fight and attack the New Day, helping the Usos to win. But that would mean WWE applying logic to a situation, and they don't f***ing do that. So it's going to be a f***ing mess all the same. And the Usos will lose and look like silly penises and snapbacks. Just as Shane McMahon was threatening to go full on Stephanie McMahon and all of our asses, Vince McMahon suspends him indefinitely. Bullshit, I say. Shane's a f***ing numpty for doing what he did, but we have just lived through the era of the Authority where Triple H would put his hands wherever he wanted with no repercussions. Stephanie McMahon slapped more superstars than there have been John O'Clock moments. And let me tell you, there's been a lot of those as well, and there was no repercussions for her either. But Shane McMahon puts his hands on a superstar when he shouldn't do, and he gets suspended straight away. Where's the justice in that? And at the end of the day, how many times have we seen Vince McMahon employ a right-hand man to get physical and do his dirty business on behalf of him? It's such a hypocritical call, but why am I complaining? It means the Shane McMahon show is no longer the Shane McMahon show. F*** off Shane McMahon. AJ Styles needs to wear elbow pads for commentary. Follow our superstars and give us more followers than there are actual users on Twitter. WWE tell us every single time a superstar makes their way down to the ring. Well, if you do that and if you do follow Carmella on Twitter, you will have seen a tweet a few days ago littered with love hearts with her and Big Cass, her in real life boyfriend slash fiance slash husband slash I don't know, buying their first house together. Then you fast forward a few days and you see Carmella committing adultery. Not quite adultery, but you know what I mean. She's necking on with James Ellsworth while Big Cass is sat at home injured in the new house they have just bought together. What the f*** must Big Cass be thinking? Since WWE tell us to follow these accounts, surely that superstars should be keeping up a modicum of kayfabe so it's linked to what they're doing on television. No, yes, no, I'm just going insane. Yes, I am right about. And while we're talking about Carmella, she bullied James Ellsworth because he has a lack of a chin. No, I didn't steal his f***ing chin. And told him that from now on we'd be doing it her way when we have been doing it her way since the get-go of their relationship. She's always been the boss of that sorry little chinless man. Soz. So she's been bossing him about and he hasn't been quite following her. She's still been bossing him about and it's still been Carmella's way. So what's going to change? Absolutely nothing. I've just wasted a load of your time. Fucking creep. Fucking creep. They're here, they're there, they're every fucking where. Empty seats. Empty seats. And that's it for your WTF moments for WWE SmackDown Live. This has been an absolute f***ing mess because I am giddy for my 2 weeks holiday. Enjoy the gap from WTF moments. God knows you're f***ing sick of them by now. Goodbye.